it's being called the Nealon Nudge, but you're right there, part of it. Are you okay with that name?
Oh, I'm great with that name. I'm totally good with Nealon Nudge.
Take us through that moment, what you saw, how you kind of react, what the reflex was.
Yeah. I mean, I honestly, obviously, it's fourth down, but especially pass play, we drop back. I don't necessarily know where the sticks were. Just see Caleb, Caleb stopped like that, defense around him, but no whistle yet. We're playing through the whistle. Got to, saw him standing up. Just went in trying to get some forward momentum, some push, and then we crossed the sticks.
You guys practice that? Do you talk about that in practice?
Coach Henson stresses a lot on straining. He stresses a lot on playing through the whistle, and we do have a thing in the room about finishing by the ball carrier, like whether it's a running back, whether it's a quarterback, whether it's a receiver. If guys are running with the ball and the whistle hasn't blown yet, he's big on like finish around the ball, whether worst comes to worst, a fumble happens, but something like that where a guy's standing around, maybe you catch an extra block, maybe you push him forward for the last couple yards. He does stress finishing around the ball.
What was his reaction to that?
Yeah, I mean he was proud that we scrapped it together. Obviously it wasn't pretty, but we got it done, so he was happy with that.
Did Caleb say anything after the play?
Not after the play. I mean, in the moment we were lining up for the next play, on to the next one, things like that. But after the game, we had some jokes. Like, I think I smacked him right in the helmet. Like he was like, I saw you guys. I was ready for it. Whatever it takes.
And just last question on that. Coach mentioned that he brought it up in the film session. What was kind of that moment, watching it again and him talking about it?
That play, you mean?
Yeah.
I think it's just, like I said, it wasn't pretty, but we got the job done, and that was a dogfight of a game, and it was, I think it said a lot about our team culture, about not quitting, about playing through the whistle, about scrapping it together no matter what, and believing in each other, and looking at Caleb that drive, I had total confidence that whatever happened, we were going to get it done. He was going to get it done, and it just so happened that we helped him get those last couple yards on that play. But I think it says a lot about our team culture. Obviously we weren't having the best night offensively, but we scrapped it together and we believed.
I was going to ask about Caleb. Obviously, an off game for him overall. How did you see him process that as the game was going on? Was it weighing on him? What did you see from him?
I think as an offense, we all kind of felt it. There's situations we've got to run block better. We've got to protect better for him, things like that. But ultimately, through the ups and downs, getting coached on the sideline, we're kind of in the O-line huddle. I know he's talking to Coach Riley a bunch, but every time we stepped on that field, after defense was doing a great job, we had confidence every time in him, and the same for him and us. So it was a constant kind of, getting on the field, coming back, learning, teaching with the coaches, and then, all right, right back to it, believing, so what next play type thing.
Did he say anything before that last drive as you guys got on the field?
He did. I mean, everyone was talking. We were all doing it. Honestly, I don't even remember for sure, but we were all right there in that huddle, like, let's go, this is the moment, like, believe, one play at a time type thing.
There was some
film room like watching that fourth down play, like going over that as a O-line.
Yeah, obviously it wasn't, it's not how you draw it up. It wasn't pretty, but just getting the job done, playing through the whistle, believing in each other and doing whatever it takes was kind of the sum of that play.
There was some miscommunication in the first half. You guys blew some turnovers early and then had a delay of game. What can you attribute that to, just from your perspective?
Yeah, some part of it was miscommunication on our part. Obviously, credit to Oregon State. They had a good game plan. Their guys were playing really hard. The stadium was a great atmosphere for them. Things like that. But there's no excuse from that. We've got to have better communication and all be on the same page, regardless. And then, once the call's made, we've all got to execute the techniques within that call.
How do you just you kind of answered it right there, but how do you kind of make sure that it doesn't happen in the future?
Yeah. I mean, obviously it depends what the play is and things like that, but it's just all being on the same page with communication and just double checking everything and knowing what we're doing and being able to do it full speed so that we're not second guessing.
Would you say that was the rowdiest crowd you've played at?
Probably. My first year here was 2020, COVID year, so we didn't really get fans at all that year, and then last year for me. But so far, probably, yeah, that was the rowdiest crowd, I guess.
You talked about the culture. Did you kind of expect, like, a play like the Nealon Nudge, that kind of, reaffirm your belief about how the culture has changed with Lincoln Riley so far?
Yeah, I mean, I think, like I said earlier, I think that play was just gritty. It was, whatever it takes mentality and just believing in each other and, playing through the whistle. We weren't going to stop type thing.